My name is Maggie. I'm 7 years old. Well, almost 8.
Almost 8. Hi and welcome everyone. We're going to be doing these kind of short, kind of podcast style things, reviewing different case studies and learning about different ways to use the Cartalytics platform. And today, brought my daughter along, and we're going to be learning about the photovoltaic and wind speed
Of Kenya.
Why did we pick Kenya?
Well, because I had a music thing, art, music, and PE
In school.
gym assignment in school, and it was about music, song, and dances of different states. And one of them was Kenya, and I spent the most time on Kenya, and I learned a lot more about Kenya. So we decided to do Kenya for this recording today.
That's great. So I'm so excited to have you here today. And I thought what we'd do is a tutorial on how to build a map. We're going to build a very simple map using Kenya because we're excited to learn more things about Kenya. And what this will be about is looking at both wind and sunlight or solar potential for renewable energy development. And so we've got some files in here. These are some publicly available things, so anybody could download these, and to just show that literally anybody can build a map. It's kind of the idea is like child's play, right? So we can build a map, and we can do that in a way that will get you some new information right away. So why don't you, Maggie, go? So we're looking at Kenya here, and you can move around the map. So go ahead and move around the map, do whatever you want to do. Yep, we're going to go and look at, that's some of the data. So that's the wind speed that's there. Why don't you click on one of those? Right, so what happens in the map there? Oh, geez, you're moving fast.
Turns green.
Yeah, it turns green. So what is this showing you here, up here in the corner where it says Kenya wind speed 50 meters?
What, showing us that 50... Well, it's showing us that it's going up, really.
It's a lot of data,
It's
right?
a lot of
What
data.
kind of graph is that?
It's a historian.
It's a histogram, right?
Histogram.
So what does it mean with each of these data? Is it like the data, how much of the data is in each one of these bins? So you can see when you open up this individual layer, this wind speed layer, it shows you all the data that's there, and then on the side you can kind of see what the data numbers are, and then you can see what the percentage is when you roll over it. So do you see the little slider bars there?
Mm-hmm.
So when you move those, what it does is shows you where that data now exists on the map. So you've now defined a data set being the numbers between the two slider bars, and now it's showing you where that data is. So how you've done it is you've eliminated all the kind of lower wind speeds, and now we're only looking at the higher wind speeds in the country, in Kenya. So you very quickly can see you can access the data that's in the layer itself. It's alive. It's able to be accessed. Go ahead and bring that back down so we're looking at all the data again. There you go. And then see where it says all values included? It's kind of cut off there. Click that and show larger values. This is a way to just look at what you would normally see in a data layer like this. It's called a raster layer. And so right away you can see our scale bar up here in the upper right or upper left corner. Go ahead and kind of circle that. You can see. So what does the red mean at 0%?
0%. The red means that it wouldn't be a very good place to put wind turbines, but the green means it's a pretty good place to put wind turbines in.
It's windy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So when you do that, you can kind of see. Here, go back to the larger value. So now, we're looking at this and we can zoom up on the map and we can see, oh, hey, here's an area up here that's got a lot of wind at this particular level. And then you can see kind of what the rest of it looks like in the map. So if we kind of zoom out again using the rollerball, go to the larger value, go, yep, exactly. So here we've kind of cut off some of the data, but here it is again, all the data. Now, so we've got that one switched on. Go ahead and drag it over again so we can see, maybe just the fastest wind speeds. But maybe we don't want it too fast. So no, bring it back a little bit. Now let go. Okay, that's pretty fast. And it gives us the map. Cool. Now take this higher end. See where the end is much higher on the histogram and it kind of tails off. So grab that one right there. Yeah, there you go. And drag it down to, I don't know, where you get the bulk of the data there. Go ahead. So as you go through it, it's somewhat similar. So you saw that tail, there wasn't a lot of data in that tail anyway. So now you have a map. You've created a map of basically wind turbine potential in Kenya. That's pretty cool.
In Kenya, without even having to go to Kenya.
Right. Yeah, that's right. So also look, see how there's other data sets in here? So why don't you go down and do this last one.
The potato power?
The photovoltaic power potential. So click on that one. And so each one of these is how much sunlight is hitting the ground. So what this is going to now do is show us where it's getting the most sunlight. And this we just organize by month in this case. So go ahead and pick, one of these months here. So now what you've done is you've created a map that's showing you both wind and solar potential in Kenya. Yeah, maybe take out the very, very brightest places. Maybe that isn't good data. And you can sit here and you can play around with the toggles. This is what we call the dream tool, and it allows you to dynamically change the data in the raster file. So you're just looking at changing each of these data layers, these raster layers, but then incorporating them together, so it mashes them together. So in the Cartalytics software, it allows you to, dynamically change one layer, and now it'll produce a unique map based on your exact numbers and be specific if you need to. Or you can just play around with it with the sliders and see what works best. So now what you've done here is you've got a map, and the map shows the best or maybe the optimal wind speed for that height off the ground, and then also what's the brightest parts of the country, what receives the most sunlight to the ground. And this map, you could combine this with, say, where people live. Mm-hmm. But we could, just doing this with two different layers, you, this morning, have created your own map of Kenya that you could take and say, this is where I think somebody should put in a wind and solar power plant in Kenya. So Maggie, that's it. You've made your own map. You've put in your own data layer. You can do this with any kind of data. You can even do these for your school projects next time when you are learning about Kenya. Maybe you could do a report on renewable energy potential in Kenya. That would be good. Do you think that's a good topic for a second grade science project?
No.
I think so.
And please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
That's a thing on this
That's a thing on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. Please subscribe. Get the bell on. Yeah, we get the kids to say that. Anyway, thanks, Maggie. Appreciate it. Good job. High five. Oh, that was a good one. All right. We'll see you next time, folks.